Again, if you missed the first Sunjo item that we had, which was really popular, was like the paver cleaner and weeder, and I had some really fun doing some demonstrations. But let's kind of get down to the nitty gritty. We will say, I will tell you this, hurricane season is coming, and now is the time to start pruning and taking care of your trees, right? Because what happens when thunderstorms and things roll, or just having a dead limb period, is that it's gonna fall. This is gonna be your light pruning. I will put that out there, okay? This is not something you're gonna take to a huge tree trunk. This is gonna be those branches that are about like 1 inch in diameter or a little bit smaller. But you can still get a lot of pruning done on your trees, your shrubbery with this. And what you're seeing is we separate it into two, just so you can see, right? You can have it as a long reach pruner. So, you know, if you have a tree that's really up there, you can reach stuff, or you can do it as handheld. The same thing that we saw with the previous Sunjo item, and if you missed it, it was that weeder, is there's 2 triggers that you have to pull at the same time. That is a safety mechanism that Sunjo builds into all their tools, because this is a serious tool. Even though how small and cute it might look, it is a serious tool. They build that safety mechanism in it. So I'm excited to show you this. And we'll highlight gloves. If you need gardening gloves, we have like a 3-pack at a really great price too. But we're gonna ship this to your doorstep for free. I want you to get the savings on this sale price. And many of you have loved this before, and now we have it for you. So we're gonna welcome in our guests to dive into it. Bobby Milliken is the one who represents Sunjo. Bobby's ready to go. Look at you, man.
I am. It's hotter than heck out here, but that's right. I got the right tool for the right job. So we're just going through from one great Sunjo item to the next. And if you like that last weed sweeper, you're going to love this. This is the chainsaw. And don't let that intimidate you. It is powerful, it is strong, but it's lightweight and it's easy to maneuver. And of course, as always, with any of our tools in our line, we have your safety as #1 priority. So you cannot turn it on with one finger. You have to use the safety to engage it. When I press both, now I'm rocking. You can see I've got my safety gloves on. I've got my safety glasses. So I wanted to say that. So yeah, this is for pruning. You can get all kind of different things here. I'm just going to start the demo off right here with going through a 2x4. What I want you to notice is you don't have to push down too hard. You're just going to kind of rock it back and forth and let the saw do the work for you. And look at this, Nicole. It has a nice protector at the top. That's to protect your face or anything from flying upwards. Obviously, you're cutting in a downward motion. Now, you said this is for light pruning. I mean, what do we used to do for our pruning? We had some of these guys, right? Remember this this number? And you know, I couldn't even cut through this with that. My arm strength, it's killing me. So you're never gonna, get through the thicker things with those. That's when this chainsaw comes into play. That's when you can become more confident and become a do-it-yourselfer. You know, you don't have to borrow your neighbor's tools. You don't have to call the big box stores.
That's right.
The tools. You don't have to pay people. And by the way, this is a 5-inch bar and chain. I know you talked earlier about like smaller and 1-inch. So this is a 5-inch bar and chain. So this will cut things up to 4.5 inches in diameter. You can see how thick this piece of wood is. Look at this is like a 4-inch piece of wood. Nicole, look at this demo. Look at that. I mean,
wow.
I don't know if you can tell. Let's see. That's 4 inches of wood right there that I just cut through with my handheld chainsaw. How amazing is that?
I love that. I always love to be corrected whenever you're correcting me for something better. So I love that you can go over 4 inches in that diameter. And again, I put on the gloves, and we'll show you the number 2, kind of passively put it there. The gloves is a 3-pack that you get. You just pick your size. So I wouldn't have put some on because, I have my manicure. I don't want to mess anything up. Put the safety goggles on. So again, there's a little button on the side, and then there's the trigger. If I just pull the trigger, there's the gloves if you want to get it, by the way, 802-353. It's a 3-pack at $11.95. If I just pull this, it doesn't go. If I just pull the button, it doesn't go. But when I pull both of them, it goes. And you hear the power, right? That's why I say this is a real tool. And this is the time where we should be pruning. We can't wait until the thunderstorms start rolling in and different things. We got to start pruning those trees now to really lower that risk of stuff falling. So we're going to do this one. This is definitely more than 1 inch. I would say it's probably 2 inches in width. So here we go. Let's see. Ooh. They're like, dude, hold the
leverage on it, Nicole.
I mean, look, put your hand on there, Nicole, and then it goes, which is really nice. Woo! Look at that. You know what I like about this too And if we can get a shot, let's talk about this. When we're pruning and cutting off branches, we need to make sure that it's a smooth cut. And this is gonna get you that smooth cut, which is important, right? Whenever we're cutting, cutting branches, especially for pruning on trees, we wanna make sure you get that smooth cut in order for, the tree to keep growing and staying healthy.
Right. Exactly. There's a lot of reasons to prune. It's for size. It's to improve the structure. It's to promote healthy growth. So
Yeah.
the great thing I love about this, if you're just joining us, is this is one tool, but it's really a two-in-one. I say that because you can use it in the handheld position like this, but pop the battery off and put it on the end of the extender pole right here, and then your tool attaches to the top right here. So this is now a secondary tool. Why is this so cool? Not only is it 4 feet long, but look at this. It extends 2 feet. So
That's
now,
cool.
what does this mean? Like, hey, Bobby, why do I care? Well, here's why. Now, watch this. I can go back here and do high-level, high-reach pruning safely on the ground. Look at that. I just got that piece down that quickly. So I can get up to a 14 feet worth of reach and height with this tool because it comes with the pole saw. So we don't want mom or dad climbing up on ladders. We don't want us climbing up on ladders with a power tool like this.
Oh, absolutely
so Sanjo
not.
has really taken that safety into mind and said, hey, we got a solution for this. Let's solve this problem with our lightweight chainsaw. We're going to put it on a pole so you get that reach and you have safe, both feet obviously planted on the ground.
Yeah, that's what I love about this too. Hey, I know our phone lines are getting busy. Let me say this. The price is good for today, all right? So the savings is only good for you today for the next few hours because we're already pretty much halfway through our Friday, right? Price goes away at midnight. I love that you get it in the handheld because there might be some projects. Once you cut some of those libs, you might need the handheld to put into smaller pieces so you can dispose of your yard waste a little bit easier in that bucket for that yard waste pickup at your home. But this is a great Father's Day gift. I mean, it truly is, and I know for a lot of us, when it comes to price, I think this sale price is a great savings on a substantial piece. This is not just a little tool. This is something that can really get some work done, and we'll have Bobby go over again of how big you can address those those branches and different things. So we separate it just so you to see it can be handheld. And then it also comes with the pole, so you can reach things that are a little bit higher up. So again, whenever we're reaching those branches and we're doing our pruning on different things, it could just be your palm tree, it could be an oak tree, it could be different things. The last thing you want to do is be on a ladder and holding something, or again, back to my childhood, I would just use a regular saw. I mean, that's what Grandpa handed me, just a regular saw, and I just stand there and cut like this and keep going and going. So it's nice that you can save, you can get your projects done faster, you can get them done more efficiently. And I'll walk over here because and we're gonna ship this to you for free. I'll walk over here because I wanna show, not because I'm gonna cut anything anymore, I wanted to show you the piece that I cut, the smoothness that you get. Those who know, especially, if you're a certified arborist or if you're something that's in the tree business, you know that you have to have a smooth cut whenever we're talking about doing some pruning. So it's nice that you get that because that's not something you can easily accomplish with a handheld saw. So I'd love to send this to you, $25 and some change to get this powerful tool to your doorstep, and we ship it to you for free. Yep. 777-338 is the item number on this one. Bobby, kind of walk us through our experience whenever we get this home. How's the setup on this? Is it pretty easy?
Yes, it's super simple to put together. You do have that power. It's over 4,000 RPMs in the no load speed, so it's definitely going to cut through what you need it to and get the job done. The main thing is guess what? This is a battery-operated device, so it's not electric, so you don't have to worry about tripping over the cord, cutting through the cord. It's not gas-powered, so you're not guzzling gas or wasting gas or spilling gas, not changing the oil. You do put a little bit of bar and chain oil. We give you that. We give you the adapter to charge it. We give you the battery. If you've not known about this battery or have not heard, this is our famous 24-volt lithium-ion battery. It works in over 100 of our other tools in our Sanjo lineup. It's got a safety trigger, so there's no accidents. You have to use, thoughtfulness and engage both the safety and the trigger to get it going. You've got 5 inches of cutting area right there, so you can get through anything that's like 4.5. Look at that, how quickly I got through that branch. So 4.5 inches or lower, and it's just going to quickly slice and dice through all those things. Don't forget, it's a 2-in-1, right, Nicole? So we give you the pole as well. So this is how it extends. It's just a simple latch like that. boom, and you're extended up to 6 feet. And I didn't mention it earlier, you also have an articulating head. So this goes to over 7 different positions and angles.
Cool.
So when you are up over your head, you don't have to contort your body. You contort the tool to work for you.
Yeah,
right?
it's nice. You know, because you can change it into 7 positions, it gives you that luxury as if you were up there yourself right at it, and whenever you're trying to reach those high branches and stuff. And I love that you can go, you know, anywhere to 4.5 inches in the branch that we're talking about. So it could just be some simple pruning that you're doing. It could be, you know, maybe a branch fell and you use it in the handheld, or even you can still use the pole as well without having to bend over and do it, especially if you don't have a workbench to hold it, and then to cut through and do the work for you. And then look at that cut. Look how smooth it is. That is really important when we're talking about pruning our trees. You don't want all the ridges and stuff, because then it's hard for the tree to kind of like grow over it and keep moving, right? So it's important to have that nice smooth surface whenever you're cutting those branches, something that's really hard to accomplish, which is a standard saw that you put in your hand. So again, the price is good for today. We're gonna ship it to your doorstep for free. We set it up to where you can see how you're gonna get this home, and you're gonna be able to utilize it in 2 different ways, whether it's handheld or whether it's with the pole that telescopes to reach different heights as well. So we'd love to send it to you. Our phones are getting busy. By the way, I'll mention again, the gloves that Bobby is wearing and the gloves that I was wearing too whenever I was over here, it's a 3-pack that you were getting for $11 and some change. And I'll show you right here that it's not just all cloth. So it's really nice and durable, and you see that I was able to hold the branches with this. So that's a 3-pack that you can get, and you pick your size on that, and we'll put the number up there. So I think that's kind of, if you're gonna pick this up and if you need some extra gloves, we kind of always need extra, that's a great time to do it. 777, or the gloves are 802-353. The item number for the pole saw, if you wanna go ahead and pick that up, the chainsaw that you're getting is 777-338. Bobby, we're gonna go back out to you to just show us what to do. You know, I also love too, and I'll pick it up when it's on the pole, that it's still lightweight, because it can feel like a lot when you're up here reaching if it was too heavy. Right. So I like that it's lightweight, so we're able to really accomplish those jobs that are high up.
Exactly, because, you know, we're not going to make something too big and bulky that no one's going to use it. We've really thought of everything, so you've got that nice latch to kind of safely lock it into place, and then you just go to town on something that's above you. Again, your feet are both on the ground. You see how quickly I just did it. I could prune this tree probably about 5 or 10 minutes. You charge your Sunjo battery, give it a good hour and a half charge. That's going to give you over 20 minutes of continuous use. So if you're doing any more than 20 minutes out here in this sun, you need to go ahead and take a water break anyway. And while you are, recharge your battery. Remember, it's got that articulating head, so you can go to all those different positions. And then, of course, if you want to use it in the handheld, again, even with the battery, Nicole, this is like 5 pounds. So it's not a toy, it's a serious tool. We've got the safety, so you have to engage both. You've got a 5-inch bar and chain. What does that mean? It means you can cut up to 4.5-inch thickness in diameter. That's a lot of different logs, limbs, twigs, tree branches, any type of pruning and the shrubs, whatever. This is going to be able to conquer most of those jobs.
It is, and I want you to hear how powerful it is. I put on just to show you how powerful it is. Just listen to it, all right? You ready? Again, I want to show you the triggers. This is important to me, and this is what Sunjo does. Even in that weeder that we showed you, that clean weeder that we showed you, that paver cleaner, is if I push this, it doesn't work. If I pull the trigger, and kind of you naturally think it's going to work, you have to push them both together and listen to it. And it's a real chainsaw that you are getting. Notice how the blade, of course, is covered on the front. That's another safety thing, right? Because sometimes you see those chainsaws and it can be intimidating when they don't have that cover. So I love that Sunjo put that cover for us as well, how lightweight it is. If you already have Sunjo, this battery, right? I'm not attached to a cord. That's the last thing I want to be attached to. The battery's right here. If you already have Sunjo, you can utilize the same batteries. And then I'll show you, this is really cool too. You push this button, it tells you how much battery you have left. So I have 3 that are left. So that with a push of a button, I can check my battery life before I start my project, because the last thing we want, right, with a chainsaw, is that our battery goes out in the middle of a project. This is as your handheld, but remember, you get the pole saw that goes with it. Many of you are jumping on the phones. Remember, if there's any tasks that you are ready to tackle, especially if you're doing some pruning, here in Florida, we always have the rainy season in the summer. Everybody is calling the tree companies now to get stuff done. But imagine if you had a tool where you didn't have to pay some guy several $100s to get those branches that are about 4 inches in diameter or less. Because a lot of those branches, those are the ones that kind of go over in the wind, the window, go over to the roof. they might be dead. So that's work that you can do on your own and save some money, but also get a tool that is lightweight, not super cumbersome, not super intimidating. 777-338 is the item number. We're putting Bobby to work today to show us a sun. You know, it would take you a long time if you were using a traditional saw, or if you were using, you know, a heavier chainsaw, you'd have to, you know, take a break.
Yeah, you would. And again, at 5 pounds, it's really, you know, Nicole, I think back, you saw how quickly it just cut through that 2.5-inch diameter log. When I think back to when I was a kid, thinking about chainsaws, the first time I operated one, I was really scared and nervous and intimidated. And Sunjo has really made it so if you're a first-time user, you can pick this up and get it like that and feel confident and feel under control with a chainsaw. You know what I mean? You can see I'm doing it one-handed, cutting through that. And again, all the safety things we've taken into consideration. You've got that top area there, so nothing kicks back. You put your barn chain oil in the top. We give you that. We give you the charger. That comes included. We give you the 24-volt lithium-ion battery. That comes included. And we also give you the pole so that you can transform your handheld into a whole nother tool and get higher up, get a further reach.
Look at that clean cut. Hold on. Look at that clean cut. Oh, yeah.
Look at you.
That is what we want right there, that clean cut. 777-338 is your item number. Bobby, thank you so much. You got some yard work done today, you know?
Absolutely. I'm not complaining. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh, absolutely love it.